U.S. government strikes a deal with 9/11 terrorists. What? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. The three people that they say was responsible for orchestrating the 9/11 attacks, they will avoid the death penalty due to a plea deal that has them plead guilty on all charges in exchange for no execution. What? The three guys that were allegedly behind the 9/11 attacks that killed nearly 3,000 Americans, the Department of Defense just made a deal with them and will let them live. 3,000 Americans, 20 years of war and still counting, trillions of dollars spent, and over 1 million people dead as a result. Thousands of questions and thoughts racing through my mind. One, I did not know this case was still pending. We caught them over 20 years ago. They were captured in 2003. What in the dumb shit incompetent backwards ass government cover up bullshit took the US government so damn long for this trial? Two, our US government says that these three people were responsible for the deaths of 3,000 people in a terrorist attack on US soil. 9/11 is literally what we compare every single tragedy to. It's the standard of most egregious act in US history. If we're getting cute with numbers, each person is responsible for the death of 1,000 people each. And their punishment is life stays pretty much the same for them since the last 20 years, and we continue to pay the bill. Three, speaking of bills, how much money has a 20 plus year trial cost? How much money has cost to house and feed them? And how much will it cost to continue to house and feed them? What happened to we don't negotiate with terrorists? I've heard that presidential virtue signal countless times in my life, yet every single time we have a situation, we're negotiating with terrorists. Five, didn't Obama close Guantanamo Bay? Apparently, there are still around 30 prisoners there, with Amnesty International saying that many eventually leave in body bags. Not that many. These three are still kicking. Six, they will rush through ridiculous trials against US citizens, against former presidents, but terrorists, let's take our time, don't want to rush that? Something here obviously doesn't add up. The George Floyd cops were found guilty before the 9/11 terrorists. Make that make sense. 9/11, where we not only lost 3,000 human lives on US soil as a result, every single American lost their freedoms and privacy and ushered in a surveillance state. 9/11, responsible for creating the DHS, was also responsible for a ridiculously broken border situation. 9/11, responsible for creating the TSA, making us do the take off your shoes and spin around in a circle dance. Gave the US government the ability to spy on its own citizens, gave the US government the ability to monitor our movement and travel. And we lost 3,000 lives and killed millions more. My heart goes out to the families that have lost loved ones, not only the attack, but all the war that followed. The US government has failed you. They only cared of their own self interest, fueled by greed and pride and incessant need for more power and control, and totally turns its back on your human need for resolution, privacy, and safety. I don't even know what to say about this. The system is broken.
Not only is it broken, but it's corrupt to the core. Anyone who wants to look into 9/11, I'm not going to spread any conspiracy theories here, but try to find any video of the plane that went into the Pentagon. I dare you. Judicial Watch did a Freedom of Information Act and found there was no plane. There's a few videos out there showing a missile. No plane. So something's fishy with at least that part of the story. The rest of it, I still have blinders on, thinking that a lot of these people who were backed by the CIA, by the way, they lived in a CIA safe house before 9/11. So there's a lot really fishy. And obviously the government doesn't want any of this coming out. So now they make a deal with terrorists. Yay! Freedom! America, land of the free, home of the stupid.